Any final thoughts on MW2? Nothing really captivated me about it, man. Like, I kind of just wanted to, like, play a whole bunch of it that one day to burn myself out on it. And I had some enjoyment out of it, but it's, like, the most basic enjoyment of running around and shooting people and, you know, getting that sort of visceral experience as much as you can possibly get. I got some high-end kill streaks every once in a while. Got to experience what those were like, but nothing about the game felt special. Like, I liked the gunplay and all that kind of stuff, but nothing about, like, anything about MW2 gave me the feelings that old MW2 did. None of it, unfortunately. I'm gonna check out the game when it comes out, obviously, like Vanguard Field. Vanguard set me up for some things that are very crazy and chaotic and arcadey fun. It's crazy that the World War II, the crazy like 16 versus 16, 32 versus 32 World War II game is like more arcadey and fun, in my opinion, than like a Modern Warfare game. I actually watched Jay God's video. I watched his impressions because he was at the event. He was covering these games, and he says that, yeah, Modern Warfare and Infinity Ward, they kind of go for realism. Like, their goal is realism, not arcadey fun, which is funny because old Infinity Ward, that was a goal of old IW with Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 days. Their whole goal was like arcadey fun, and that was why everybody loved Black Ops 2 and why everybody loved Modern Warfare 2. So anyway, well, Vanguard I had a lot of fun with. I didn't end up playing the ton of it, but I really enjoyed the crazy chaotic maps, and I really enjoyed, you know, how many people were on a map, and I actually did like some of the maps in that game. I just don't have any hook so far in MW2 that I like yet. Even if they give us great maps like High Rise or Favela or Jesus Christ, Afghan. My God, dude. MW2 maps were like hero maps, man. There were the kill streaks and the maps in MW2 were nuts. Hang on a second. Let's just, you got me on a tangent here all of a sudden because I'm pretty passionate about old school Modern Warfare 2. Okay, this is gonna be the fastest tier list of my entire fucking life. What was this one? Shed. I don't know. I don't remember the name of it. But this map's great. It's a very chaotic map. Yeah, this one was Crash. I think this is a solid like B tier map. Pretty good. Derail is okay. It goes to like C. This one is an A tier map. Really good. This one kind of sucks. I think it's kind of weak. This was a DLC map. This map was great. I think this was Trailer Park. Trailer Park was a pretty great map. This map was absolutely incredible. I think this was Salvage or something like that. This map was okay. Kind of weak, kind of big, but I think it's a little bit better than Derail. I actually really like Estate. I think it's a B tier map. A lot of people don't like it because it's very unfair. Scrapyard, yeah, this was Scrapyard. This map is very unfair for people that spawn at the bottom. It's pretty brutal. In fact, I think I might put Quarry one below. It's okay. High Rise, God tier. This map I thought was okay. I thought it was this was a decent DLC map. Terminal, I really like it. I'd say that's an A tier map. Absolutely one of the best maps in Call of Duty history. This map sucked. This map I put in B tier. People don't like this one, but I actually kind of love it because there's no place to hide from kill streaks. If you get an actual good kill streak on this map, you are decimating, right? Wasteland is incredible because the only place to hide from kill streaks is no shit in the middle of the map. And you can't really hide there. It's always conflict zone, you know? So if you get a chopper gunner on this, if you get an AC-130, you are decimating fools. It's really great. This map was also super good. I like this one quite a bit. Afghan is absolute god tier. Overgrown is pretty good. Rust is an A tier map. I think that's great. This one's pretty damn good too. This one was okay. Favela, S tier. This one I played on a lot, but I don't know if I like it very much. Carnival, I think is what it was called. I have a soft spot for sub base. I really do. I kind of have a soft spot for sub base, chat. I really like this map for some reason. It's like it's a 3-lane map, obviously, with 2 tiers. So like there's like a higher area and a lower area, but not everyone has a higher and lower and like splits. Like the middle is always like on the low end, and there's a second floor on the other sides. It's actually great. It's really fun. This is, I forget, this is Crash. It's an MW1 map. It's pretty good. Right? Pretty good. I forget what this was called, but I thought this one was also pretty good too. I'd actually put this one here. This is another map that has underpass. Yeah, another map that doesn't have a lot of cover. And if you get kill streaks, you sort of wreck people. The funny thing is that the maps that were like super kill streak dominant, right? Like you will just wreck fools if you get kill streaks in this thing. You wreck fools in this map, you wreck fools in this map. This map, you don't wreck fools unless you get them to spawn outside. If you get them to spawn outside, I kid you not, you can get 40 to 60 kills in a chopper gunner. It is fucking crazy because they essentially are forced to spawn in one area if you hold like an A and a B. And if they're stuck outside in C, holy shit, dude. I've had some insane games on this map where people just can't get out. It becomes a slaughter. It's incredibly fun. This map kind of sucks for kill streaks because kill streaks are like way out far and you can kill them before they even get there. You know, but this map is just fun. This is an absolute beautiful 3-lane map. This map is pure chaos. It's the shipment of the game. This one's just fun. This one's just fun. And these are arguably some of the greatest maps in video game history. The fact that the majority of the maps are B tier to S tier in Modern Warfare 2 is nuts. And these maps aren't even really bad. They're not. They're actually pretty good. I would honestly say of all the shooting games I've played and of all the Call of Duty games I've played back in the duh, this game has so many hero maps. It's crazy. This is a hero map. 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 I'd argue this is also a hero map. This one's a hero map as well. This one's a hero map. Like, there are a ton of maps. Oh, Rust is 100% a hero map. There's maps in here that feel like the whole game is designed around this map in some way. And it's like, you know, a third of the maps are absolutely incredible. In the same way that like MW1 had very similar map designs and Modern Warfare 1's maps are like, god damn, like, dude, most of the maps in this game are amazing. And then you have like Chinatown and it sucks, right? And then you have that other outdoor one DLC one and it sucks. The majority of maps that were coming out from Infinity Ward around the time frame were nuts. You want some crazy fucking nostalgia? 5.2 million views from a video from 2009. In the year 2000! The day the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer came out. When was the date? When was the date, man? August 28th, 2009. This trailer, people lost their shit when this trailer came out. People absolutely lost their fucking minds. This trailer was insane. How much different it was.
All right, here we go.
Riot shields and explosives and all this crazy shit.
Yeah, you're on clean. Keep pushing forward. You guys coming up through the middle. Go, 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 go. Coming up through the middle. One right in front of you.
Dude. Yeah, the age of Zampella Infinity Ward, you know?
You guys coming up through the right.
God, man. I'm still getting excited just looking at this.
Two guys here. Oh, down. They're all coming from the south side, guys. What's that fucker field? Back and a flag.
That dude just living in his riot shield. They're playing CTF, yeah.
Go flank him, go flank him. Nice. Do it.
And that was it. That was it, man. Man, the good. This just fills me with joy. And that was Favela. That was the hero map of the game next to like Afghan and stuff like that. I just really miss when Call of Duty pushing the game in some way. And the games that I feel like that happened, at least to me personally, where we weren't like retreading, if not going back. Modern Warfare 2, obviously. Black Ops to an extent. I actually really liked what they did with Black Ops. Clearly, Modern Warfare 3, I felt like that was sort of, okay, we're going backwards now, right? Uh-oh. Modern Warfare 3 didn't really feel like an expansion in some ways, like they were sort of retreading. But then Black Ops 2 came out and it was incredible. MW3 was fun, right? But it clearly wasn't as good. Black Ops 2 showed up and was like, okay, now this game's gonna be crazy. Like, what was all the crazy shit that was actually in this game? Okay, so RCXD, right? The Hunter Killer was kind of fun. You can run like low kill streaks. Look at this crazy shit. Like, look, okay, this is a game from 2012. This is a game from 2012 on an Xbox 360. And there's more kill streaks and interactive crazy bullshit that you could do in this game than the entirety of modern Call of Duties. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's just insane how, like, okay, yeah, so these old games were trying to actually innovate on some stuff. The Hellstorm shit, right? Death Machine, pretty fun. War Machine, pretty fun. I forget what the Dragonfire even did. The AGR was essentially like the moving sentry thing that everyone has. Orbital VSAT, Escort Drone, EMP, Warthog was awesome. This was the AC-130. The VTOL was the AC-130. And then Dogs were way down the line, and Swarm was God tier, right? Swarm was, oh man. Lodestar was the AC-130? I think VTOL was the chopper gunner, right? I think that's how it was. But it was just cool, right? I don't know. Maybe it's just fucking me, and maybe people just maybe a bunch of little kids complain too much. But Call of Duty, the thing that made Call of Duty interesting was kill streaks. Kill streaks was the thing that made this franchise like different than the other games. The fact that you were doing good in your gunplay gave you big rewards. And then the more creative those rewards got, the more interesting the games eventually became. Before the kill streaks, it was just a World War II shooter. And it was just like, oh, which game do we have that has good gunplay and stuff like that? And it's crazy to me that even in Vanguard, to a degree, the best kill streaks in that game was like the flamethrower dude, right? The best kill streaks in the game was essentially just a juggernaut. And that's like, that's now the peak of how creative kill streaks get in Call of Duty games. That's now like the peak. The best they can do is essentially a dude with a bunch of armor and a flamethrower or a minigun. Like, that's it. So anyway, I feel like this game had a nice balance where the streaks that you could actually man yourself, that you actually would pilot yourself, are the ones that get the most kills. But the ones that are automated aren't nearly as aggressive, but they're still okay, you know? The nuke, yes. I'll mute my horrible voiceover. But you got me on a Call of Duty tirade. I really enjoyed this franchise. And I mean, I really enjoyed this franchise. It's just, I feel like Black Ops 2 is like the perfect balance of all these wonderful mechanics. Unfortunately, the netcode in the game sucks. Like, it's my biggest gripe of this game is that the actual online functionality just is not great. Keep the voiceover on.
Was aware of it. So before we get into that, my apologies. I haven't put up a Black Ops 2 vid in the past couple of days. So let's get into today's topic.
Shut up. I can't stand hearing myself talk, chat. I can't, especially me as like another person. Like, I was a completely different human at this point. I'm like, not even kidding. By December 5th, 2012, all the cells in my body have been replaced other than my brain cells. So I just can't. You can watch this on your own time and listen to it on your own time. There's pain in my face. Lightning strike into chopper. Geez, look how sick and fast that is. And they just drop. Look at that. Boom. Lightning strike kill. No time to react. Like, they're just good. God, dude, this shit was... So I'm not even running anything crazy. Lightning strike, like a chopper and VSAT. It's nothing even nuts, you know? And I'm obviously running the Scar. Oh, no, this was where you can actually place... And there's Steve. Max Platinum. I'm literally in a game with Steve right now. You can literally place where the chopper would go. And this was a VSAT loop. Yeah, the idea was that by the time you get to, you know, the chopper, it works to rebuild the VSAT and then you loop it. There's all this cool shit you can do. This was a great map as well. Hacking equipment? Oh, dude. To me, it's like... I don't know. To me, it felt like this was the most futuristic Call of Duty they ever made. Like, even when you got to Advanced Warfare and stuff like that, right? Even when you got to the later games that let you jump and boost around and stuff like that, they didn't feel as futuristic. They felt like they toned a lot of shit down for crazy futuristic jumping and shit. I didn't play a whole bunch of Black Ops 3 or 4 multiplayer to really get to that point. All the goofy, kooky things you can do in this game between the Pick 10 system felt like it had the most futuristic, like, weapons that you could sort of use. And that was the whole point of Black Ops 2, is that it was in the future. And this game actually had score streaks and stuff where, you know, if you wanted to help the team, you would hack stuff and you would actually get points for it, you know? Yeah, Black Ops 2, I think, sets up for some of the most crazy fun next to Modern Warfare 2. Like, this is the Modern Warfare 2 of the Treyarch games, you know, where it's everyone has great things to say about Black Ops 2. Everyone has great things to say about Modern Warfare 2. There's obviously busted shit. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to your face and tell you that Modern Warfare 2 was perfect. No, they literally left the game in fucking shambles, right? Where, you know, things like OMA noob tubes and what's it called? The thing that allowed you to restock your grenades and shit like that, like, buddy, like, that was absolutely terrible. And the game, One Man Army, the game was left with that shit, and it was brutal. Like, danger close OMA noob tubers were just, they ruined the whole fucking game. It's unfortunate, right? It's definitely unfortunate, but it's funny how the game still is fun regardless of how goofy some of that shit is. I just really miss when, like, Call of Duty games would try to do some different shit. And now I do agree with a lot of people that it feels, at least to me, Vanguard felt a little different. It does feel like Call of Duty just tries to rehash a lot of the same stuff. And that's kind of what happens when every game has like the same kill streaks, when maps don't feel that much different, when like Gunsmith just gets more complicated and odd. Like the leveling up in Gunsmith is like, huh, what? Like, what the fuck is going on? People hated Vanguard, but people hated Vanguard for the speed of it, right? People hated Vanguard that like the game was so hyper active where it's like everyone was like jacked on meth, cocaine, and Mountain Dew, running around and shit. Like it was insane. I don't know if I liked that much about it. I liked the 16 versus 16, 32 versus 32 on like relatively medium-sized maps and not absolutely gigantic maps where it felt like there was action happening around every single fucking corner. Where you wouldn't just happen to be engagements with 1 or 2 people. You might run into an engagement where you're going to run into 3 or 4. And that was fun. Like, that was like, shit, this is what I played Ground War for. Like, this was quite fun. I did not like World War II. I did not. I aggressively disliked Call of Duty WW2. I did not like it, man. So I felt Vanguard did all the stuff that I wanted from like a World War II Call of Duty in a chaosy way. That was like, oh, I kind of like this. I'm okay with like the gimmick that this game is setting up, you know? Oh yeah, let me see this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a shotgun game too? Shit.
But nonetheless,
shut up. You know what? Shut up. Yeah, VSAT to Warthog to Swarm. Oh, baby. No, this isn't a shotgun. This is something else. I forget which gun this was. That's a semi-auto, yeah. Yeah, I think it was Yemen. This is the stapler gun, yeah. That is a good way to describe this thing, the stapler gun. I think it had, like, potentially a 2-shot to kill in upper body, which is why I'm probably using it. Yeah, this is a fun one. This is, oh, the good old FAMAS. Damn, I got some very sharpened footage here. This was one of the DLC maps that came out, in MW3.
So there's literally no reason you shouldn't be running AC-130, in my opinion. If your objective is to go for kills and stop people from capping flags and domination points and stuff like—
Shut up! Jesus Christ, shut up! I just want to see, like, get creative. Like, that's all I fucking want. Like, and I get it. Like Infinity Ward, current Infinity Ward is going for realism. They're going for, like, gunplay, right? That's their gimmick. Their gimmick is that, oh, we want to change the way the game feels, and I think they're doing a good job at it. I won't lie. The issue is that, like, by making the game realistic, I can't see shit, right? Through the process of, like, them making Modern Warfare 2 feel like a different game, I can't fucking see anything. I shoot down sights and I don't know what the fuck I'm shooting at. I'm essentially shooting at the muzzle flash that's shooting at me because there's so much smoke flying out of my gun now. So I don't know, man. Like, it's weird. As much as I think like the actual gunplay is cool, it feels good to shoot guns in contact with your enemy. But then the issue is like actually visually pointing targets and picking targets now feels weird, right? Do you want realism or simplicity? I want fun. Right? I like arcade style stuff. Arcade style stuff gets straight to the point and is fun, and is essentially what Black Ops 2 and Modern Warfare 2's focus was. Those games were focusing on, like, okay, we just want to put crazy fun bullshit in the game, you know? Try Apex. Apex is the... Well, of course Apex is like that. I mean, I played a little bit of Apex, obviously, when it first came out, but Apex is made by the same people that made Modern Warfare 2, chat. The majority of people that used to work at Infinity Ward jumped ship from Activision at the time because of a lawsuit, and they formed and then they formed the team that put together Titanfall and Apex. So the reason why Apex is like a great feeling game, also feels very arcadey. Respawn Entertainment, sorry, I just blanked out. The reason the game feels very arcadey at its core, and the way it's like, oh yeah, like it almost feels like Apex was like an arcade BR. It was when it first came out. Like, it was so different than the other options at the time between Blackout and even shit like PUBG. Really, it did. And that shows in like how their gunplay was good, their mobility felt good, like everything just felt like it worked in some way. And that's because like their design philosophy still came from old ass arcade feeling shooters, right? That was their essential focus for all the old Call of Duty games between Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2. We just nuke these bitches. Anyway, it's just a much different design philosophy than MW 2019, which was clearly going for hyper realism. It's a much different design decision than Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 now, which is going for even more realism, right? They're trying to make things feel and look and as real as possible. So I mean, and it's not bad, and people are gonna like it. It's just that it's not the stuff that I liked about Call of Duty. That's all it really boils down to.